Thinking Game, episode 228 in the house. You got Peel, you got John, you got Mike. What you must know before entering the corporate world, what no one tells you. If we had a room full of kids, young bulls, and they said they want to go in the corporate world, this is what we will tell them, some of the stuff. You got three different perspectives, three different experiences, three different journeys. And that's where we're going to come from. And we can only speak from the results that we've received from the things that we've done. Nobody's right or wrong. Everybody has a different path. Y'all agree?
Amen.
Yeah.
So let's get to it.
Big
So,
facts.
based on what we know, here's the smartest strategy for anyone serious about progress. Thinking Game Podcast. Living is a strategy. Thinking is the plan. Is the play. I'm sorry. Thinking is the play. You got to think so much, and we're going to talk about that right now. So, rules to know before entering the corporate world. Do y'all agree with this? Do not take your personal feelings into business. Or what do y'all think about that? Before I even say anything.
I agree with the saying. It's cool to be passionate and to bring your uniqueness to your business. But when you bring those feelings into it, it can get real messy.
Yeah, fast.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick. I totally agree. Um,
It's not easy to do, but you got to get there. You got to work up to that point. Definitely not easy to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what I learned is everybody, you can't bring feelings into it because everybody don't operate from the same place or the same plane. They're not on the same page. Even your own people don't operate on the same page. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you can't bring personal feelings into it because you're gonna get burned more times than you
Yeah.
a lot.
Exactly.
You just get it's business, man.
Yeah.
If you understand business, if you understand business, you can make it hard for people to burn you, but they still find a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of
Yeah.
how the rules work in the corporate
If
world.
yeah.
Like, go ahead.
Like even though business is business, but when it comes to your own personal business, yeah, I'm gonna take it personal to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, you can't help but to do that
Yeah.
because it happens to you. And it's your business. It affects every part of you because it's your personal business. But those people are making those decisions based off numbers, statistics. What's the best chance of me to get a return on my investment? That's what we're looking at. And you're looking at your business like, that's my baby. Why you don't downsize? Why you don't shortchange me? And the same passion that's gets you on the cutting edge could be the same passion that burns you when they
Mm,
try to steal your company or
Yeah.
don't deal with.
Yeah.
You have to be careful about what your strengths are. Sometimes your greatest strength can be your greatest weakness. I've experienced that many a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
thinking joking is my greatest strength, but it'd be the same thing that'll blow me up at the same time.
yeah. So when it's doing good, it's good,
Or-
But when it work against you, it's like double. It's like tenfold.
Yeah.
And I tell any kid this: if you don't own the business, you really don't have any control on
Man,
what's going on. You
none.
have to know that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's the only
Yeah.
way you're gonna make it go your way if you own it. You the CEO or you the owner business. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise than that, you really don't have no control.
And if
Second,
you and if you own it, you make the wrong decision or you get too emotional,
yeah,
you feel it should go this way, but the money, the numbers say another way,
hmm
and they have you in your feelings, you be tore up. I can't believe it's sold. I
because
can't
a
believe
business.
that you lied. I really believed in that product, that song. That was my favorite song, and nobody bought it.
hmm Number two, mental strength and flexibility to not allow things to bother you. Think about that.
Yeah, that's something that's easier said than done.
Yeah, you
Um,
definitely got to work your way up to that point. You definitely have to.
especially we got some people in supervisor positions. That's why it pays to be the boss. They petty. They are really petty.
Oh,
They
100%.
things
Yes.
that people say, you make the most money and you're in charge, but somebody says something about me.
Yeah.
Uh, so and then they act
Right.
not like a supervisor.
When I was younger, I struggled with this because I used to say anything that come to mind. I really didn't care. I had that I don't care attitude. And I would say anything like if somebody come at me wrong, I'm calling you out, I'm going back at you. And I had to learn as I get older, man. It just ain't worth it.
And
As far
ain't
as mentally, stress wise, wanting your health. I mean, your health is so important, man. And when you start letting stuff get to you, man, it will mess with your health. So some people you don't even realize. I had to realize that, like, why am I boiling my blood over something that this person was already like this before I even came into contact with them? You know what I'm saying? Or this
yeah,
situation. You know
yeah,
what
you
I'm
can see all the gray hairs in my beard, That's
Yeah.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What you
And
think,
and
Phil?
and to just piggyback off what you said, Mike, and sometimes people been holding it in so long that it's about time that they said something. You know, like you got people that's put in place to run a business, and the whole time is really about to make this business crumble.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know,
the wrong person in the wrong
I guess what
position.
I'm trying to tell kids is you're not gonna never get it all the way fair. You won't.
that
You may think you should. You may feel like you deserve that, but that's not how the world works. You know what I'm saying? And
definitely ain't.
the quicker you can get to that point and understand it and get that mental strength and flexibility, I'll be telling people now, man, I'm too flexible to let that bother me, man. I'm too flexible. I'm like an envelope, man. I'm too flexible, dog. It ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time people that do like racist stuff, they know if it don't bother you, they're kind of back. They won't mess with you as much, but they know if they can use that to get under your skin, they'll keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When they
And
see
you
that
can
you
think about it all
flexible,
day. You go home and tell your wife, your husband about it, and they said their little remark and they went on about their day.
yeah.
But it totally messed you up.
But
Had you all
one of the coldest things that I've seen in my own experience is when you so good at something that a person that's like that, that's racist or biased, they have to come ask you to do this thing because you're the only one that's skilled enough to
Yeah.
do it, and you got to see them work within themselves. They be struggling. Hey, Mike, man.
that that's when you've been around or been used to it so long. You'll check them, but the way that we was brought up to check somebody, you got to be loud and boisterous.
Yeah, you can't bring the streets into the corporate
Yeah,
world.
but
Yeah,
you
you can't
can,
do
but
that.
you can't. You know
You
what I'm
can't.
saying? It's a way of doing. It's a way of saying things that be like, damn, did it? They make them go back and be like, damn,
I
they really
guess
did
when
that?
you like I say when I was younger, I didn't have a family. I didn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? I was a little more reckless in my talk and things that I did when I was younger. This is for 17 to about 25. You know what I'm saying? When you get a family though, I don't know, this is just me. My
Mm.
mentality is different. You know what I'm saying? I have to make sure that I provide for my family the best that I can and not put myself in situations to where in the future can cause treacheries. You know what I'm saying? Like if something crazy happened to me, it's gonna be because that person did something crazy. I'm not gonna put pitfalls in front of
yeah.
myself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's the difference when you grow up and you have priorities. You have a family, you
Yeah,
have a career versus a job,
yeah,
because a lot of us are like, we'll get another job, but this the field I work in. I
Yeah.
don't want to burn too many bridges in this field.
Mm.
And with stress levels, people think controlling your emotions is the key thing, but you can't suppress certain stuff because it's gonna come out somewhere. So you have to find a way to regulate your emotions and your reactions.
I think it depends on how you process information up in your brain. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. How you process stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if you have the mental flexibility to not even let it bother you to where you're holding on to it, where it can go in one ear out the other kind of deal. It's just all about concepts, how you think about stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
And I had
your
to go through
mind,
this up here. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through
your mind don't control everything. Sometimes your body and your emotions,
this.
you didn't act upon what
I think
happened,
your mind do.
but
Your brain is.
emotionally or physically, you reacted to it.
I think
Yep.
your brain. I think we sometimes we downplay how powerful our brain really is, but that's just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and to some extent, but if it's hot in this room, it's hot in this room. I can think cool and I can make myself feel cooler because I'm thinking cool ice,
There are people
but
that
my
know.
body is hot.
There are people that know that it's wrong to rob a bank. They clearly know that it's wrong to rob a bank, but they're still their mind can tell them to go do it. You know what I'm
But
Yeah, the risk is worth the reward.
saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I always stress. Now you take it from the door. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if people gonna play with you like that, don't let people play with you like that.
That's the thing, right? Some people use the corporate umbrella to do that because they know that if you come at them like that, they can end your job. So it's what I'm saying. You gotta have it's a strategy, man. You gotta be smart.
Yeah. And
They,
even when
they
they
use,
come,
they use it as a shield. They use the corporate place as a shield to do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's
Yeah,
when that's why like if you didn't been through that type of situation before, you will know. You will know. Like it's certain things you can say that's within your rights. You're like,
Yeah.
hey, man, you check them from the front door and let them know. At
Well,
the
I'm saying
same
it's some
time,
people that say that, but it nothing like
no, you
politics, man. The way some of our politics go, you're not gonna change it. You know what I'm saying?
no, you. It ain't about change. Just let them know. Yeah, you change the direction by playing with people. Around somebody else. Don't play
Man,
with
it's
me like that.
man, it's places they're still doing it right now, bro. I
And they
mean,
didn't
some
check. They didn't
hospitals
check.
and places like that, yeah, they still doing it, bro.
They can do it,
yeah,
just not to
yeah.
me. They can do
But
it.
you know what? You can't whoop everybody and you can't kick everybody because this is the way the organization runs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and they just fire you and put in the next one who will go.
Yeah.
But
So,
trust me, I'm already knowing like it's set up like that.
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's why I say like you can check somebody without even being vulgar and crazy and talking crazy to anybody. But let them know from the gate. You know, people joke and play around at work all the time, but and people push boundaries to see where you at.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know like certain things, like I know what you just said, but play around with somebody else like that because now I'm strictly here for this.
For sure.
yeah.
Number 3, keep up with yourself first and understand you are a business. Think about that.
I don't know. They can be perceived in a lot of ways. Keep up with yourself first.
Yeah,
What do you?
when you go into a job, most of the time, it's people that you don't know. You got to keep up with yourself. That means you need to learn the job for yourself. You need to be able to handle yourself, whether it's your health, you know what I'm saying, mental health. Like you are a business. The more it's kind of like the NFL, right? The more skill you obtain, the more valuable you become. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. And you can maintain and gain knowledge for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yep.
Uh, don't just do the job and let the job do you. You mastered it.
Don't just
Uh,
fall. And some people tell you anything. They're supposed to train you. They'll tell you anything, but it's up to you to have enough awareness to realize like what the job really is and what they want you to do. Because some
yeah,
people just tell you anything. Just do this, man. Just do that. Just do this. You know what I'm saying? Because they not good at training or whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to keep up with yourself first. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You taking advice and tutelage from a person that's making
Yeah.
D's and F's.
Just because he's your elder, that don't mean he got your best interest in mind. That's what I'm trying to say. Happens
Yeah,
more than what
he
you
got his own best interest in
think.
mind.
That's all manifest interest. Boy in the break room smoking cigarettes, man. He ain't even go outside. He in the break room, man.
If you don't care about yourself, you can't care about me. Uh,
Exactly. Exactly. That's
And
real.
like 95% of the jobs I ever had, I was around the older people. Every job, damn near. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And they put some fat on your brain. So my level of thinking is gonna be different from a lot more people that's just starting
Oh,
out.
100%.
You know,
100%.
they
But
they
see,
got that meme. They got that meme where like, how am I always stuck with like the 50 and 60 and 70-year-old people?
but when you keep up with yourself first, you don't have to tell everybody what you know,
And
right? When you go into a job, I don't tell everybody what I know.
and another thing I noticed about the two, you can't look at yourself and see them within you.
mm,
Just
Right.
because he's 70 years old and he's still working here, this entry level job for me,
yes,
that's
yes,
your summer
hey,
job. You can move on. And don't
Yeah.
be afraid, young people, middle
mhm,
aged people, don't be afraid to move on. This ain't your final destination.
Yeah.
This job right here. Yeah, they've been working here for 20 years, but I'm not. And
yeah,
there's
Exactly.
nothing wrong with thinking like
yeah,
Right.
and
Because I
that's
mean, you
yeah.
you
Go
got
ahead.
older guys out here telling young kids, man, you ain't got to go to no vocation. You ain't got to go to school. You ain't got to do none of that. You don't need that. But they've been working in that same position, making 18 racks a year for 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and you're barely surviving, and I
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
here, I'm 22, I'm 23. I'm not
Yeah.
going to be here in 10 years.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. And that was I say like the ones I was around, they always said, "Nah, man, you ain't got to sit up here and do this."
Yeah.
Real like, and because you'll look up and you be like, "Damn, man, I've been here about 5 6 years. I
100.
ain't got
Yep.
nothing. I ain't got a promotion. I ain't got nothing."
Yep.
Nothing. Yeah.
Because they ain't yet the career plan. Because life ain't like school. You do a year and then you go to the next grade. Man, in life and jobs, you can work here a year and not move up. There's no 11th grade, 12th grade. You just gonna stay in the grade you're in. You
Right.
have to gain the skills, go to school or whatever it takes for you to get to the next level. You do it on your time and your effort.
Mhm.
There's nobody holding you back, but there's nobody pushing you forward either.
Yeah. Just when you have to understand that you got to take care of yourself. Sometimes you got to push yourself forward. I know sometimes that's hard to do, but
Yeah, and sometimes even your parents, they mean the best for you. They want you to be a doctor or lawyer. They want all this stuff for you, but they don't know how to get it. You know what I mean? So they push you as much as they can, but they don't know what your next step should be.
Yeah, the
Just
next
let them
level.
know.
Yeah, the next
yeah.
level. Because they can get you to a certain point, but it's gonna take somebody
Yeah.
else to be like, hey, say young blood, hey man, you gotta do
Now
this.
the information is out there now. You can research it now.
Yeah,
And you have to, your parents
yeah,
taught you how to read and they taught you how to wipe your butt, and you're thankful for that.
Yeah.
Um, but they don't know about some of this college stuff, or the careers or vocations, and they don't know
Yeah.
about this. Sometimes it's your responsibility. At some point, it will be your responsibility.
And then if you can learn social media, you can learn TikTok, you can learn Snapchat. You can't tell me you can't pick up a book
at the
and learn some stuff.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I
guess
agree.
what? And a lot of these books are online.
Yeah. Right.
You get the phone and you get your computer all
Mhm.
day. So
Yeah.
just dedicate 1 hour a day just to self improvement, just seeing what's out there.
And one more thing, I want the older generation to understand too. It's a lot of stuff that these kids, the information that they got, like it's microwavable. You know what I'm saying? They pick up on it quick. Like what they know, they didn't skip by 3 or 4 steps. not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's really a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because you miss like certain things that you were supposed to learn during those steps. But like you can't be stuck on a Windows Media 2 and man, they on Windows Media 11 now. You know,
Yeah.
just something small, just something small,
Oh,
just
for
something
sure,
small.
100%.
Cause
So the
I
next
tried to
section,
fix my old computer. You know, I was like,
yeah,
no, your old computer used to
yeah,
be top of the line, but it
uh,
can't. The RAM you get can't even run these programs. They run the operating system. So
then think about the older generation. Seems like we lost a generation of mentors. Like, did y'all have mentors growing up? I didn't. I don't know if I really had. I can't say if I really had
I
a
have.
professional mentor like in IT or nothing like that. I really didn't. Most of the jobs I worked at, I've been the only minority kind of there. You know what I'm saying?
but they don't have to be a minority to be a mentor. I've seen mentors. I know what they look like.
Yeah.
But
But
I've
did you
seen
have
them.
one though?
I didn't have one,
That's what I'm
but
saying. Yeah.
I've seen them and they're in proximity to me.
Hmm.
I didn't realize the importance of a mentor at the time I was exposed to them. But there are like these trades and like this knowledge is there online, YouTube University.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
mentors,
I just
just
really
a
talking about
resource
just
you got to take
for the
advantage
life
of.
stuff, like not more so the corp, but just the life stuff, like playing the long game, teaching you about the long game, and teaching
Yeah.
you about stuff like
I
that.
def
You know what
I
I'm saying?
definitely
Yeah.
had I definitely had mentors like about the long game.
Yeah.
Like and it when we talk about the long game, like people gotta understand, I'm talking about like 10, 15 years. And then once it finally started happening, like, oh, I can see where I missed a few little pieces there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that long game is it's real. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
it's real.
But you got to be exposed. It's best to be exposed to it as early as possible, so you can participate in the long game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but sometimes if you don't know you need it, you'll just look right over it. You know.
I understand that because, like I said, I think some personalities, if you expose them to some stuff before, they can kind of catch on. Like, okay, this is what I need to focus on now. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know that it even exists. You know what I'm saying? Like when I
Yeah.
was in high school, I knew what computers was. I kind of knew what routers and switches, but I didn't know what the lingo was, like Cisco routers and switches and stuff like that. I see, like we was working at St. Vincent or something like the hospital. You see people go in the closet. You ask them, how you do that? They be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they wouldn't even tell you. They kind of like
Yeah,
gatekeep it or whatever.
yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm saying? But
heavy
yeah,
on
I had to
gatekeeping.
find it out for myself. You know what I'm saying? So 100%.
Like
But
heavy,
yet, what you
heavy
feel?
on. No, I was just saying, like heavy on gatekeeping. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
yeah, like what? And
So the second section. Being aware and learning through observing and not talking. Sometimes you have to not talk and just watch and look and learn through observing. A lot of times you learn this in the trenches. I know I did. You see stuff, you see Kingpin, you see people, the rise of how they start on the street. Next thing you know, they're at mid level. Now you just kind of learn how they got there. You're like, oh, this is how they got there. You know what I'm saying? Some people get there, they say the honest way. Some people get there the back door way. Some people get there through the Tales from the Crib way, you know what I'm saying? But they do get there. Same way in the workplace. You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? The politics, they was there before you got there, you know what I'm saying? Some people got to CTO position, stepping on people, stabbing people in the back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some of them got on people because they knew the right person, you know what I'm saying? It happens.
Mhm.
Um, what y'all think
And
about that?
you
Learning
gotta
the
pick the
landscape
way
of
that
culture.
works better for you. You
Yeah,
know, um, the best step might work for Mike, but it ain't gonna work for me. You know, and that's not my
exactly.
personality. That's not the
Yeah,
skills I gravitate to.
exactly.
God gives us all individuals gifts, so you better pick the right mentor. You know,
Yeah,
because you might not be able to do it the goody two shoes way. You know, you
Right,
might have to cut some corners. You
yeah,
might have to use the gift to gab that you get.
right. And
Yeah.
then what I mean too by learning landscaping culture, like the people that's there, like how are the majority of the people that's there, right? Is it a laid back or is it more micromanagement kind of deal, or is it working with a lot of insecure people? Because sometimes working with insecure people, man, have you noticed that some people argue based on their insecurity, something they're insecure about, and they start stuff up about like they're insecure about their skills, so they mess with somebody else about their skills. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
Pretty
better
crazy.
not do. Y'all better not do that. I'm like,
Yeah,
why? I know how. I'm not scared.
yeah.
To drive the forklift.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sometimes I agree. Like sometimes people, they nitpick at stuff that they don't know, so they can learn it. But
I know when I worked at the ISP place, that's like one of my first jobs in IT. I just sat back and watched like the hierarchy and stuff. And a lot of jobs are like this. If you just look at the organization chart, you see no apples. This is like all oranges. And then you start seeing the apples toward the bottom, entry level to mid level. Then after that, it's all oranges. You know what I'm saying? Is it a coincidence? I don't know. Because I learned too that some cases, some of us, we ain't as qualified and some are, but then it was stopping the ones that's qualified from getting to their level. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
yeah,
That happens too. You know what I'm saying?
that's that's my favorite line. I just look like this because people don't just look like this. Like
Yeah.
I know how I look. It's not made for quote unquote corporate America,
Mhm.
but I don't want to be corporate because I saw how treacherous corporate America really is. Been knowing,
Right.
and but I can't say that. Wow, working for corporate America,
It's just all
but
about how you say it, right? Yeah. I've
yeah,
told
it's
John
all.
that before. They asked me at the interview one time, like, if you had to do something by yourself, I said, man, I'm like Rambo, dog. You could drop me off in the jungle and I'll get back. I'll get back home. Might not be pretty. I might come back muddy. It might be blood on my hands, but I promise you I'll get back home.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But
They
it's
can't do nothing but laugh, but I just let them know, hey, because they always say, can you be a team player or can you do something individual? They say, man, hey, whatever it take, I'm gonna get home. I don't know about everybody else. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know I'm gonna get home though. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
End the
and
story.
the crazy part was crazy thing. Sometimes I fill out applications just to see
Oh
do
yeah.
I still got it?
Yeah, you should definitely do that. That's a good practice.
But
Do I
see
still
now
got it?
we living in a time now that jobs, money starting to dry up. All these corporations, their money starting to dry up, man. You starting to see it. Like a lot of them the high paying tech jobs, you seeing them like software engineers and stuff, they're getting paid like 200,000 or something like that. Like how long do you think a company gonna be able to pay you that for? A long? You think you're gonna get paid that for 30 years and you're gonna retire? Man, that's a lot of money, man, to get paid as a base salary. And a lot of them didn't prepare, man. And you starting to see them get laid off, and they was just living off of that as a lifestyle instead of living on 30% of it or something and putting the rest of it and investing it or something.
Hey,
But
boys. Even though I've already been doing it,
yeah,
boys, John.
yeah, I know
Yeah,
boy
yeah.
play football,
Yeah,
right? I know boy
yeah,
you
yeah,
play football, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like living off 10, 15% of what you made. So man, that was like the best decision ever. It's like, man, I don't need all this fancy stuff.
No,
I don't
exactly.
care what I'm making. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything happens, okay, I got at least about 6, 7 months to okay.
And that's
Now,
what we're trying to tell these kids, right?
mhm,
If you don't get to that certain place when you pay your bills, we just talking about bills, not overspending. You
mhm,
if you in that 30,000 range after you pay your bills, you might mess around and have like $500 left over. You know what I'm saying?
at least
I'm
about
talking
three
about,
fifty.
and you got to think about food and gas after that point. How you gonna make it to the next 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to level up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that goes to the second one. What skill will the position give you that you can take anywhere? Anytime you go look for a job or any job, I always tell kids this: look for something that gives you a skill. Don't do general stuff, man. If you can help it, don't do general stuff. Try to find a skill that you can get value off of. You know what I'm saying? Most of every the jobs I worked at in IT gave me some kind of skill. I didn't realize, like, not realize, but I didn't care if you laid me off because I took something from you and you got service from me. You know what I'm saying? Like working at the ISP place,
Yeah.
I learned how to work in the terminal. I learned how to work on routers and switches, how to do that kind of stuff. Took that skill with me. That's something in my brain I probably will never forget. When I worked at the nonprofit place, learned the IT skills, like they help their support, working on servers and stuff like that. They helped me go to the next place. You know what I'm saying? But if you work at like a retail place and they just have you doing general stuff, it's hard to sell that to the next job. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a way to get that skill that you can sell, that you can sell that dream to the next job. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that?
Yeah, that's like working in your field.
Yeah.
It ain't don't work at Kroger if you want IT jobs in the future,
Yeah.
or work with Kroger's network. If you're gonna work there,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with working a job to get money,
I understand that. Sure.
but just know that it's temporary.
Right.
This ain't a stepping stone, but I need food in my belly, gas in my car.
Right.
So you gotta know what job sets you up for your career and what
Yeah.
job will just give you money for the time being. And that knowledge, knowing that about your job, it's kind of like knowing about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
And
you think, Bill?
and that's I'm kind of like 50-50 on it too. Like there's nothing wrong working a job.
No, there's nothing wrong with working a job. I'm saying,
To,
but get to a point where you can get a skill though.
yeah, but
No, I'm saying.
like I do a person yard that I became cool with,
Right.
and just that little brief interaction, maybe 20 minutes, put some fat on my brain. You know what I'm saying? Not just for me, but it was for my son
Right.
to give him uh, a little piece of jewels that's gonna help him further. Because that's what makes a person, is like little pieces of jewels that's gonna carry them farther in life than we ever imagined. You
But
know,
would you say that he learned a skill of how to talk to somebody that's not in his age range, that's older than him, that's not you? That's a
he's
skill to be able to communicate to somebody.
yeah, like
Yeah, that's a skill. Yeah.
like son already know how to talk to people, but is what's happening is he's bigger than what he thinks. Like you can be one of them people that can really talk to people because everybody's gonna listen to you
Mm-hmm.
because you don't talk as much, but when you talk, people listen.
Right.
But the skill that he put on his brain was like, hey, say, I know you thinking about going to the service, but this field right here, this is gonna help you. This is gonna help you like 20, 30 years later on down the road.
Yeah.
And I was like, because he been in the service 25, 30 years
Right.
almost.
Exactly.
Like, man.
And a lot
But
of kids don't understand that. A lot of times you in the trenches, people always, you go to the army, man. Nobody want to go in the army, man. Or be a cop. Like people don't understand. You go to the police academy now, you making 50K out the gate
uh,
being a cop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to go that route, I'm saying you making 50K out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong being if that's what you want to be. Ain't nothing wrong being a cop. But if you're in the trenches, that's sometimes they can be looked at as a bad thing. What you want to be a cop for, man? You know what I'm saying? But
uh,
yeah, it's like your son want to go to the service. Good thing, man, because not only when he get done with the service, he just going as a reserve. He can find his career and he's still getting paid from the service. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Period.
but
He
I,
getting two income streams now. You know what I'm saying?
but I ain't pushing for him just to go entry level. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what
And
I'm saying?
and he's talking to the right person. Talking to
Yeah.
a person who's done it, who's
Yeah.
been in the military for
100%.
25 years, like you, like Peel was saying.
Mhm.
Sometimes mentorships can happen where you least expect.
100%.
And just to know, like my son been around me, and he see it like, yeah, I go to work and I still do yards, and and I'm still trying to add to the portfolio. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But what I'm trying to get him to do, you still gonna go to school to make the good grades,
Oh, 100%.
and you can have two or three fields that you want to
Yep.
dive into, but you gonna always gonna gravitate to what you love. At the end of the day,
And then you have to make sure when you have a family, when you young, you can love something that may not be what am I trying to say? That can help you provide for your family. But then when you start getting older and you have a family, you have to figure out does am I what I'm gravitating to, is this gonna put food on the table or is this just a hobby kind of deal? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, I
And
mean,
sometimes that people get kind of caught up in there, they get blurred, you know what I'm saying? It's like I really love art, but you got a family now, you got three
mm,
kids and a wife, you know what I'm saying? Is art pastel paint putting food on the table, you know what I'm saying?
and it
mm,
does. It does. Like,
But I'm saying some
that's
people they do
extreme.
it, but it's not putting money on the table. They have to make that choice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
unless you in that field, like many people can say, but don't put food on the table because you don't see it. But what put foods on the table? Like when you love something and you really passionate about it, you're gonna make a way. You're gonna make a way some kind of way. I don't care if you have to work a little regular job and still do what you love on the side. What you do on the side really bring more money, but it's just like, okay, I want to look constant
It
every
depends.
two
I've seen
weeks.
people who
Yeah,
go
I,
through
I yeah,
it.
I don't agree with that.
It don't jump off
Sometimes
like that for everybody.
chasing dreams can leave you with an empty stomach. You know, it can't put food in your belly. It depends on what you pick. You
Mm-hmm.
know, art might pay you. You know, but it may not. And you know that you still should be marketable and try to sell yourself or sell something you're good at. It's kind of hard to chase dreams on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is it's good to do it while you're young because you can take that chance. But when you have a family, taking chances and risks, you gotta be careful when you have a family. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. When you got
Oh,
kids depending on you and stuff. That's all I'm saying.
oh
Man,
yeah,
Take
that's
the
I
risk
most.
just
early. Figure it out early as you can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah,
it's most
Marshall,
yeah, it's most definitely
no
it's
matter
it.
what age you are, taking a risk is taking a risk. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. And then the third one is understanding that politics was there before you got there.
Hmm.
You got to understand that you're not going to change the world. One person not going to change the world. One person not going to change politics at a job, even White House politics. One person is not going to change everything. It got to be a team of people that change to make a major change. One
mhm.
person, you will die trying to change it. You're gonna lose your job trying to change. We see it all the time. People on TikTok and social media, they're trying to talk about the job. Next thing you know, they gone and the job's still going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Obama hair was black when he started.
Boy.
But by the time he finished, his hair was white
Yep.
as snow.
Oh,
One man can't do
I just want to say,
nothing. And the job is still there. Trump
yeah,
got the same job now, you know.
it's everything
So,
that Oh man! All right, the one that I wanted to put on there, but it didn't. I don't know why it didn't upload. But we're gonna chop it up on that one too, real quick. It says understanding the phases of dealing with people, good and toxic. Right. The first one I have is everybody has two sides, even you. Right. Y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
most deaf.
Sometimes people get crossed up. They don't realize everybody got two sides. Whether it's your uncle, your
Those
dad
are the
could be
people.
loving. He could come home and tickle you, and then he could be the neighborhood terror, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Yeah.
people who are always right. They can never be wrong,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Exactly. Even at the job, the manager, he may be cool to you, but he may be a prick to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Or he may be a prick to you, and he may be cool with everybody else. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be mentally flexible to be objective to say, okay, this is what this person is. Now I know how I got to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Move
It happens.
accordingly, especially if they're above you. You know.
Yeah. What do you think, Phil?
I mean, yeah, yeah. At like,
Because everybody been toxic at one point. It's like
I,
somebody said they were never toxic. Everybody
uh,
been toxic at
You
one
like,
gotta play the game and move accordingly.
like now, if you just talking about like regular
just in
stuff,
general. Just in general.
just in general,
Yeah.
what I might deem as regular, everybody be like, yeah, that's toxic. But if it's something, when it's something I'm passionate about and I know the truth, like, yeah, I'm gonna stand behind it.
I'm just saying, like I'm trying to tell kid everybody has like different sides. Like whether some people may not have been explored it yet, or you might not explore their side, but everybody has different sides. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's just you might not have tapped into their side yet. Sometimes it sounds crazy, but sometimes seeing the other side of you make you realize how balanced that you can be. Some people they never saw their side though. They always think they're the good side. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, because I try my best 100% of the time to not be like what you want to call it, an asshole sometimes,
Oh yeah.
you know, but I'm really not an asshole at all.
I didn't even try. That's what I was when I was young. I didn't even try not to be, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
But I know both sides of me. Like I know the different sides of me. I know when I'm about to go there and I might have to walk away, you know what I'm saying? I might have to be quiet. When I was younger, I wouldn't be quiet. I'm just going berserk. You know what I'm saying? But you get lashed at a couple times, you turn to Cobra, walk away.
Yeah, I'm a witness to that. I'm a witness
Cobra,
to that.
yeah,
Cobra
I'm not
tired.
like, oh, damn, but we ain't gonna win. We ain't gonna win.
mm, like
Cobra tired. Cobra.
especially when when you when a person then got angry, there's people don't want that side. I be trying to tell people like, no, you don't want that side.
Yeah, that's like
Some
the first
people,
lie.
but see, that's the thing, right? When
Control
you
your
tell,
emotions and separate
yeah,
business from what's personal.
Never personal.
look, I think some people like to get angry though. Like
It's
sometimes
they just
some
angry
people,
people.
it's like some people operate in chaos, man. That's the crazy part. Like they
And
like,
Yeah,
some people like the angry. They like the way people see them.
yeah,
Oh, Miss Tony don't play. You know, they
yeah,
like it.
mm-hmm, yeah,
And they say, oh, cool, but you ain't get a promotion and you ain't get the other job and you always get two strikes. So,
mm-hmm.
mhm, yeah.
And
That's
then the second one is allow people to show you who they are. Sometimes when
ooh,
you blow up people's spot too early, then they'll stop showing you who they are. You just have to have enough objectivity and patience to let people show you who they are. You know what I'm saying? No.
yeah, you gotta be centered in yourself and know who you
Yeah,
are and
exactly.
let them be them.
Yeah.
And watch and observe, And sometimes you be giving people the cheat code to you,
Yep.
because you talk too much.
Talk too
You be
much.
telling them what to do. Let them mess up. Let them be who they really are.
Mm-hmm. Cause then you find that a lot of people at the job, man. You got people that at the job they be tough talking. If this happened, I'm gonna do this. This
mhm.
happened, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. Then when they get in the office, they snitching on everybody.
Ain't
Yep.
nobody
And
around. That's
talking
that's
tough.
They
Man,
the
I
dude
had to,
on
man, I
the
got a mortgage, man. Man, I got
yeah,
a mortgage, man. I got a
yeah, they
family
the
to
dude
feed,
on the first 48 with the big man.
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh man, I ain't seen that. It's get the name of
Oh,
the
yeah.
And that's one of them luxuries. Like when you you be at a job, and that's what I'm saying. When you be at a job and you had that luxury of being around the elders like this, the people that kind of somewhat settled, but they already, their life is pretty straight. They just,
Yeah,
we just ride this on out.
right.
They'll tell you this, and this. If you follow these rules, young blood, you gonna be alright. Don't think this is your only. This is your end all be all.
See, but have you seen both sides of it though? Right? It's two
Yeah,
sides to it, right? It's like an A side and a B side, right? Man, I
Yeah,
worked
for
at a
sure.
hospital. I worked at a hospital, bro. I'm just gonna be honest, man. This security guard dude was messing with this housekeeper for years. This dude will kiss his wife and go sit in the cigarette booth with the housekeeper. I'm just being for real. I'm just telling this is the kind of stuff, man. You got to be aware of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about for years, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like you got elders that they give you the real. Then you got elders that be like they be flaky. You be like, man, this dude
Boy,
crazy.
and will go off if he thought you was talking to him. Man, don't you
Boy,
got a wife? Don't you got a husband?
for real, man. You know what I'm
If
saying?
she was on fire, you gotta let her burn. Don't be putting my girl out. Oh, okay.
Man, boy.
And it's the same people talking about. I would never let them do that to me. But then they've been in the office bootlicking. You
Boy.
know,
Yep.
and
Yeah, I
but
remember when I
you
worked
saying you
at
wouldn't
the
let them
ISP
talk
place.
to you like that.
When I worked
like
at the ISP place, man, it was this dude. I ain't gonna say dude now. I better not say his name,
Yeah.
but he used to say a dude that was another color. An apple would say an orange. His dad. He said that we looked at dude like, man, what in the world? You talking about the ultimate glaze? That's the ultimate glaze right there.
Boy, and the dude was doing all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah,
man, you black, but you ain't my brother.
yeah,
Nah,
and that's
like Steven. He's like Steven out
the
Django. That's what he was like. Steven
Yep,
out.
yep. But
that's
then
that's
you
why I
couldn't
be
see it.
like
Yeah.
that's why I be so glad. Like every job, literally, like every job that I had, like I work with an older person,
Yeah.
or I'm just by myself. Like you ain't got to micromanage me because I've been doing this a long time.
Right.
Like,
Some
and
people
this,
just some people are micromanage. I don't know. It's just like they're insecure about something, but people that's micromanage, it's like they're insecure about something. It's like they don't know how to teach and delegate, so they have to micromanage. It's like that's they crutch or something.
Do it
But
like me. Do it like this. No,
yeah,
I can do it in a different way. Now you got to do it like this.
like
like,
when I was working in IT at this nonprofit place, it seemed like every manager they had in the call center was micromanagement. You know what I'm saying? Like customer service reps or whatever.
mhm.
You got to do this many calls by this many times. You off your computer for 5 minutes. Hey, why you ain't on your computer? They come over there and say, man, I can't scratch my feet for a second.
like, that's for real.
Crazy, bro. It
Like
get
this stuff,
crazy.
good. Like the times have changed. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different now. It's a little bit different now.
Yeah,
Like, like when I filled out the application, I was like, yeah, let me go and see what this is about.
man. I'm
Because-
so I don't got time for the games. I tell them what I want in front of them. What's your expected
Mm-mm,
pay? Instead of saying negotiable, I'll put on there what I want. And if they say, you know what, we're gonna move forward. Fine. That's not waste each other time. You know what I'm saying?
mm-mm.
I'm
No,
not
and
wasting. Go ahead.
the reason why I did that because I'm steady updating. Because you got listen the stuff that happened in '08, 2015.
Yeah.
These these people operate different. The system didn't
Oh yeah.
change. System probably didn't change that much, but the people is changed.
Oh yeah.
So I want I trust me. I have to know like what's really going on. Like when I went in, I seen son had some wicks in his head, knowing he probably a good worker, knowing he probably a good worker, and the people that was doing it, they was younger than they probably wasn't even maybe 3 or 4 years old. This is what I'm trying to get people to understand. You think the older people are sitting down there watching like, oh, He can get hired. He can't. Yeah. Nope. It's the people that they familiar with that's gonna be doing the hiring.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this before we go into this next, this last slide. Is it the appearance game? Does that matter in the corporate world? The appearance game.
It does.
And it does matter in the professional world, period.
Yeah.
Um, you have to dress for the job you want, you know.
I bucked against it. I know. I used to think it didn't matter when I was young. I don't need no button down shirt, nothing like that. Boy, I couldn't get past a certain level, man. 100%. I'm just being honest, man. I was like, man,
Yeah.
but yeah, it definitely matters.
And we live in a world where you can be yourself and creative and express yourself with your appearance with tattoos or this and that. We're not telling you you gotta be a certain way, but what you look like does make a person, before you even open your mouth, makes a person form a certain opinion about you.
And I'll say this: working in IT, majority of the people who making the crazy money that you probably dream of making, like as an employee, they're wearing suit or they wearing button down shirt and slacks.
Yep.
And you don't even know it because you're not even paying attention. But that dude that you standing next to in the cafeteria at the hospital wearing a suit, dude probably making 120K. You know what I'm saying? Easy. And the degrees of separation sometimes, you don't. When I was young, I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
and like I said, you don't even have to wear a suit. You can just wear a button down like we wearing right here, button down shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And some khakis, some Dockers, you know what I'm saying? You can go to Walmart, get khakis now. That's pretty good. And then, like I said, what if you don't want just a plain button down, do like we do. Just get your logo on there. CTM, man, get your logo on there. Make you a logo or something. Put your name, put your initials on there. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Make it work for you, but don't put roadblocks in front of yourself. That's all I'm saying. Because I did that when I was
but
young. I put roadblocks in front of myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have a suit until my late 20s. I didn't even have a suit because I had to go to a firefighter interview. That's when I bought my first suit. You know what I'm saying? And I was late in the game. I should have been had a suit, but blocking my own blessings sometimes. But
and also, before they get them high paying jobs, man, you really got to know yourself. You
yeah,
know yourself and know not just only yourself. Like there's certain issues that you probably need to get
resolved. Yeah.
resolved
Mm-hmm.
before you obtain those type of
Yeah.
positions, because
100%.
you know if you go from making 100,000 to $150,000 a year, you lose your job and you don't have no understanding of what the real world is.
Yeah.
Like, like we can map it out to where everything perfect. What I present to the people that's listening, like everything ain't gonna be perfect. Like
Mm-mm.
if we want it to be, but I'm telling you, like, bro, everything ain't gonna be perfect. Sometimes you gotta work them little crappy jobs.
Well, that's why I say skill from my own mistakes and errors, stuff I had to overcome. The more skilled you are, it makes it a little bit easier to bounce back than having no skills at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's just from my experience. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If you have no skill, because when I worked at Red Cross, just being a courier carrying blood, that's not a skill. You just being a courier. I'm just being honest. I'm just talking about myself. It's not a skill that when it took me a long time to find a job that made sense after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
and
it just wasn't a skill, and I had to go back to school and get a skill in IT or whatever. But
hey, they
man,
was
go ahead.
no. I'm saying they probably was curious the whole time. Like
But
man,
when I got laid off from the ISP place,
mm-hmm.
I bounced back a little quicker because I had a skill. You know what I'm saying? A dude gave me a job at the state because he said I know how to turn the webcam on and hop in the meeting. He said that's why I got the job. Because other people they couldn't even turn their webcam on. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Having the skill enough, having enough sense to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you'd be surprised. A lot of people say they tech savvy, but they really not. You know,
Man,
and they say
that
they got to show and prove. It's like, wait a minute,
Because you
bro.
somebody
sound
said you know how
good.
to do this. They say, you know, I do this.
Yeah, man. That's why I was stressing. Like, no, when I filled out the application, I was like, no, I want to see because you have to update your portfolio.
100%.
Everything. I know you thinking bigger than what everybody else thinking. Well, you and probably John too, but what I'm talking about, it's more so it's gonna be geared towards them younger kids because like everybody is not gonna be on the same page. Those that get it, they will get it. It
Right.
might be it might be 3 out of 10 that get it.
And that's all that matters. I
But
mean, you're not gonna ever get 100% buy-in. I mean,
but
Jesus couldn't even get 100%
yeah,
buy-in. He was doing miracles and wonders in front of
but,
people, and they still didn't want to believe him.
yeah,
So
but the
if
other
he can't
seven,
get it, I know I can't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
that other
comfortable with that.
that
You know
that
what I'm
other seven, that's what I'm more so worried about. The other seven
saying?
that
Man,
be
listen.
like,
We talk
no,
about take care of yourself, and you got to take care of
definitely,
yourself. If
bro. That's
somebody
what I'm
giving you the
saying.
game,
Like I'm trying to tell you, like the other seven, that's what I'm worried about.
let me ask you, Pill. If you lead a horse to water, can you make it drink?
Nope.
So how far do your
How,
worry go? If I
how
lead you to the water and I
did
can't
they
make you
hold on?
drink
Did
it,
they hold on? If you're willing to even lead a person, that's what you're missing out on. You can lead a person.
yeah.
You missed out on that part.
No,
You
I'm not. I'm
can
telling you, you lead a person to water, but you
no, you're
cannot make
missing out
them
on
drink.
leading. It's leading. Cause
But you can't
every
make
every
nobody
horse
do
ain't got
nothing.
a
You can
drink out
lead people, but they
every
gotta
horse
follow. You
every
can
horse
lead,
ain't
but
got
they gotta do something too. It's a
every
two-way
horse
street.
ain't got a drink out that
What?
same pond.
It's a two-way street though.
Every
Leader,
horse ain't
and
got
you
a
have to
drink.
follow. Some people don't want to follow though. That's the
At
thing.
all. They ain't
It
got
ain't
no
nothing you can do about
skill.
that. All I
They
can
know
do is
more
give
than
you the
you.
information.
They tell me,
Listen.
hold up, man. I know. No, you don't know. I'm the teacher. You the student.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's the common ground that you're gonna meet on. See, you thinking about the three, the seven, but it was already formed.
What I'm
Like,
saying
man,
can apply to anybody, and I'm gonna say this right, even to the 7. If you don't get yourself to the point where you can get qualified for something, how do you expect to get to a place if you're not qualified?
that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Cause I know I know people, not you, but I'm saying
Yeah, I get it.
people gonna think like, man, you should know this already by the time. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
hold on,
no, 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 no,
hold
no.
on. No,
No.
I'm not saying you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, like this is what they gonna tell you when you the elder of people coming in like, damn. See, OG, listen, OG ain't gonna over talk. OG want to listen to. Okay, damn. Okay, what? Do this and do this. Well, damn, OG, I tried to do this. I said, no, you didn't really try. You just gave it half the effort. Like when these young folks talk to you, that's the best. That's the best thing we could ever do. Was just listen.
Right. We do.
No, listen without
We do.
trying to form of like
No.
when you listen to them. Don't listen to have a reaction or say do this and do that. Just listen.
You know what's sad? That in the generation we live in now, people can see your results. They can see that you're doing good, and they'll ask you how you got there. And then when you tell them, they'll say, "I don't want to do that."
Or
What do
don't
you do
want
at that
if
point?
they turn to listen, they don't want to listen to you, and you are what they're trying to get.
Yeah, but they don't want it that way. You know what I'm saying? They want the Lucky Charm way. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
it's not the Lucky Charm way is not the easier way.
greatness is not easy, bro.
No, they don't want. They just don't want to do what you
That
did.
like
And I'm
Right?
telling you, this is the way.
Yeah.
I know a better way. I know a better
Yeah.
way.
Get
What?
rich quick is no such thing.
You haven't even been there and you know a better way? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where you gotta
Listen,
leave.
and that's what I'm saying. Like what they're trying to tell you. It's like, bro, I really do got an easier way, but I know the path that you trying to go down. Like, nah,
And
like
you
I
know,
skip.
you know,
Well, tell
They
me and
skipped
show
it.
me the easier way. Cause
No, they skipped it. I'm telling you, like they skipped the what we thinking. Like, man, you gotta do this, do this. They already on level 4 or
hey, Pill.
5. They,
You know what I tell kids? I say the best way, the best thing that you can do that nobody can deny is the results. Your results say everything. I don't have to judge you. I don't have to know anything about you. The results say everything,
yeah,
right?
you're right. What's the next
If
thing
you
I have?
can't take care of a car, if you can't take care of a car and you don't change the oil, and then I see you driving the car and it's ticking, the results is telling me that you probably something going on. You're not taking care of the
uh,
car. You know what I'm saying?
The
I don't even
results are
have
hey,
telling me not to
hey,
listen to you about these cars.
like
yeah.
put it like this. Put it like this. It's and one of us making $100,000 a year. And one of us.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not.
I damn sure not. So I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. It's not about the money.
I'm not saying it's about the
It,
money. It's about stability. I'm
no,
saying it's about
no.
stability.
And I'm trying to tell you, they
Have
already
anyone
making the money.
have any one of us touched 50,000 as a base salary?
Yes.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah. And
But
I'm telling kids get to 45. It's
listen,
levels to it though. You don't just go from 0 to 100. It's levels to it, right?
I want people to understand it.
They're just like
Them
kids ask
kids,
me
man,
about
them
making content,
kids
Bill.
making them
It's like kids,
kids making more than what
they're
we
just like
talking about.
right. And
Kids
the
making
kids that are making more on content, they are consistent and they putting in the work.
it's not
They put in the work.
Yeah.
they always
Period.
I'm trying to tell you, they skip the one you talking about. They skip like 2 or 3
But
processes.
what are the percentage of kids that's doing it? It ain't a high percentage though. Because
You'll
if
be
that's the case, we
surprised.
wouldn't even be in the situation that we in.
Yeah, that's like
That's all I'm saying.
the kids that went to the NFL draft, NBA draft, skipped a lot of shit too.
Yeah.
But
And that's what only thing I'm saying is like I'm not being argumentative or
No,
anything like
I
that.
know you're not. I know you're not. I'm just telling you, I
I don't,
understand the mindset. I'm objective enough to understand. I don't go around trying to force my philosophy on anybody.
uh-uh.
I'm a totally free will person. And if
It's
you ask me, I can tell you the information. It's up to you if you want to do it or
that's
not.
it.
That's my whole philosophy.
Yeah.
Period.
That's the biggest thing about it is like you really have to take time. You
But here's
really
the
have to take
thing.
time.
They don't want time. They want you to tell it
They
to them in 5
do.
minutes. They don't want you to tell
No,
it to them
they
in 5 minutes.
no. It takes time.
Yes. That's why we're making a podcast.
And
I
then
can reach
even
more
if
people. I
my
can reach
five
more people
minutes,
here than just talking to one person at one time. I can reach more people with
but
this.
my 5 minutes, like I tell a person, my 5 minutes, it means everything.
100%.
It means everything. I'm sure, like show improve, and when I say show improve, like them kids, man, them kids make way more money than we ever thought of. Way more in a year.
But I'm
Like
saying
man,
not all kids. That's like a percentage of kids though. Right?
the percentage is what?
And you talking about as a whole or you talking about in Pulaski County? Because where I live at, I don't see a lot of kids rolling like that on social media like that. When I'm driving down
Yeah.
the street.
But, hey, did you
And I'm
roll down?
telling them, and I'm actually telling the kids
Did you
they
roll down
can
the
do
SWAT?
it. I'm actually telling the kids if you got a cell phone or a laptop, you can do it because you got more
Did,
time.
hey, was you rolling down the streets in the SWATs Saturday? No, my bad, Sunday, yesterday.
Depending on what time I was at church.
No, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The world was already moved. It's still moving.
100%.
I told my son, I said, boy, I said, man, we rolling down in the SWATs. I was like, boy, this it's moving like it's Saturday around here. A
Yeah.
Friday.
So section, the last section, mindset to have in the corporate world, the mindset. Pay attention to and understand the corporate landscape. You
Mm,
always got to make a change. Always gonna happen. Right now, we just talked about that.
yeah.
Corporate, they not spending that much money. They trying to tighten up on salaries and stuff.
Mm-hmm,
People
mm-hmm.
scared of AI. And that was like, I was just telling my wife, like most companies can't afford AI. They just can't. But people
They
going
can't.
into no, the only big companies can, bro.
No, and that's what I'm
Man,
saying. Like, boy,
listen to one pill. You talking to an IT dude, pill. I'm telling you, the
yeah.
infrastructure it take to run enterprise AI, a lot of companies cannot afford it. I'm telling you,
Well,
they can't.
my bad. My bad. I'm.
I'm
I
telling you.
guess I'm at a big company.
Do they got enterprise AI?
No.
You know why
Listen.
they don't? Because
Listen. Listen. Listen.
okay, I'm trying to tell you, you talking to an
Dude,
IT dude.
I'm telling you, this is what they doing. This is what they doing. Well, we're gonna send about 3 or 4 people to learn it. AI ain't nothing but us. We
But what I'm
are.
saying is, for a
We ain't
company
nothing but we was the test to begin with.
listen what I'm saying, Pill. In order
I'm
for a
listening.
company to use AI full time, they got to buy infrastructure, servers, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, resources. That stuff costs
Mm.
money, bro. Smaller companies,
You
only
AI.
company gonna be at Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
Apple, people like that, they can throw money at this stuff. Walmart or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Them small companies, the mid that just barely making enough to get by, they can't afford it, bro.
Bro, they was affording it then.
Nah.
Cause
I'm
you are the AI. Dang.
They say
That's
they
pe-
cutting jobs for AI. They say they gonna lose their
That's
people
what
losing their jobs.
they cutting jobs. That's what you think, but you are the AI. You
Mm-mm.
are it.
Some jobs gonna be replaced. The non-skilled jobs probably gonna get replaced though, like customer
Mm,
service people, reps and stuff like that.
yeah.
That kind of
Yeah.
stuff
And
gonna
soon
get
and
replaced.
soon as power go out, then what?
You said what?
Soon as the power go out, then what? We got a backup server.
Yep.
Man, it's a lot. It's a lot
Mm,
people don't understand. Like
yeah.
I get it though. I get it.
Because
But
to be honest, a lot of other color people are getting laid off at a high rate. Not just black
Mhm,
people. Other races getting laid off like crazy too, man.
mhm,
Companies ain't making money like they used to, man. And money ain't flowing like
mhm.
it used to, man.
Why you think?
Hmm?
Why you
People
think?
not spending. People ain't spending. They trying to keep from spending money. Some coming. Their
They
recession
spend
coming,
they
man.
spend money. They just it's not what you think.
Oh yeah, 100%.
People got money and they gonna spend it. It's just what is what's appealing.
But I'm saying it's a priority thing, man. Like a lot of times people spending money just on food and clothes and shelter and cars, trying to make sure their car maintained. They don't have enough extra to like
Mhm.
boost the economy. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have that extra. But I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah. What really boosts the economy? You put a ban on everything. That's fine. But you know, it is what it is though.
Yeah.
It's a lot more to it
Oh, 100%. We have to
than
make a whole podcast talking about that one, bro.
yeah.
The second one is think about the options or damage before you make the move. I had to learn this when I was young. I had to really think about what am I doing? What's the A, B, and C that can happen? Some people think you're overthinking. I say I don't think you can think too much. I don't think you can use your brain enough, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
some people think, nah, I don't think that deep. Okay, that's fine. No worries. That's you. You know what I'm saying? But I say I think you should use your brain more than what you think you can. You'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? But what you think about that, man? Thinking
Man,
about those kind of
man.
more. I mean, in the trenches, that's why I had to learn this in the trenches. Like, who I hang around? Why would I hang? If I hang around this dude, what is it gonna cost me? You know what I'm saying? I should have downloaded that clip. You know, I found that clip. It was caught up.
Mm.
Remember that? When his
Yeah,
homeboy said, take me
yeah,
to the
yeah,
bank to get some money. He said, take me to the
yeah,
bank and get some money. He's like, man, you ain't got no bank account. Man, take me to the bank and get some money, man.
yeah. Like,
Dude in there robbed the bank. He in the car sleep. Don't even he shooting at the he woke up, he's shooting at the security guard. That's crazy.
man, for
That stuff
real,
happened in real life though. That happened to
in
people in real
real
life,
life,
man.
like
Hey, yo,
you are.
man, you ain't got no bank account, man. I'm not even finna entertain it, man. Nah, man, take you no bank.
Yeah, listen, you are who you hang around. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's
Like,
true. That's true.
that. I know it's gonna seem like we arguing, but it's really not. Like, but I'm like I was just raised a little bit different than like a lot of people. Like I always say this, man. I'm just waiting on the world to catch up.
I'm just saying, don't put yourself in a disadvantaged position. You know, like you think about Boosie, man. You know, shout out to Boosie, man. He took accountability for it. He told Vlad. He kind of like said the same thing you said. He's like, man, Vlad was asked him, did you ever think about the risk? And he said, I did. But he said, man, I grew up in a different environment than you did, man. I roll a different way. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not blaming nobody. I had to take responsibility for what I did.
That's
But he
that's it.
said, and that's all you want to hear. I mean, for me, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell kids to think like that. Because that 15-year-old kid that I posted that I shared on my thing, he
Mm,
didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He broke down with his grandma in there. You know what I'm saying? It's too
that's
late to break
that's
down now. You gotta hold
no,
up. You gotta stand up.
and that's what like when it comes to certain stuff like that, like a lot of these kids, the ones that really come from that background, they be like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna accept this shit for what it is. It's the ones that
It's
didn't
only
come from it.
a few solid dudes that accept it for what it
Yeah.
is. A lot of the other people, it
Even the
mess
ones,
with them. When they
yeah,
get that 35, when they get that
yeah.
35 years, boy, it's like,
Boy, it's
man,
gonna change everything
yeah,
when you hear them number of years,
yeah.
you know, like it's
And
the
where your
difference
homies
between
at now? Where the streets at now? Where your homies at now? You
no,
know what I'm saying?
it's a difference between being solid and just being because
Crash,
they
crashing out.
no not crashing out because it's a fall dummy. You know what I'm saying? Them the ones that be like, man, niggas
But
know. Excuse me.
everybody version of solid is that's what I'm saying. That's what we talked about
No,
earlier. Everybody definition of solid is different though.
being solid is just being solid. Being a fall guy, and you know,
Yeah.
like, man, hold on, because any person that really understand it,
Which
you'll never be a fall guy for nobody.
and that's
But
why
if
you
you,
gotta learn to take care of yourself. You gotta learn like
you
what
gotta
you're not
learn,
gonna do. You gotta
you
take care
gotta
of yourself.
learn. Now you gotta learn to understand, like, nah,
That's
you
taking care
can't
of
be no
yourself.
more.
If you take care of yourself, you know I'm not fit to be no fall guy for nobody. If I do some dirt, it's gonna be on my behalf, not for nobody else. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
And
and
you
that's
gotta take what come with it. And if I do it, I gotta take what come with it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because his grandma told him, you didn't even have no business over there. What
yeah.
you even doing over there? We ain't never took you over there. So what you doing over there for?
But
Shit, fuck them. She said, you didn't even have no business over there. You know what I'm
it's a
saying?
part of it. That's what I'm saying. Like I kind of know like a lot of stuff. You know how people think. The mind frame. Like I know what you're gonna say. Is like yeah, I was already strong mentally, whatever. Like and that's fine. Like, cause I
What
was
what
too.
what I- what I would say is consequences don't.
Yeah,
It does not judge or prejudge whether you know or not. You're gonna face it with, you know what I'm saying, whether
yeah,
or not you was mentally up to it or not. That's all I'm saying. When you
yeah.
be in that courtroom and you fighting for your life,
But believe
the
it or not,
jurors don't care about none of the conditions. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to
yeah,
tell these
they
kids.
they
Don't,
they don't. But I'm telling you, like, cause you have a voice,
right.
and you have to be careful, like how you say shit. Not say shit, but how you say things, because people listen to it. They listen to it.
So me telling the kid, don't get caught up in the streets. This
It's
this
not.
young
It's
man,
nothing wrong with
this
it.
young man is in the room being interrogated. None of his homeboys is there. None of the streets is there. He in the courtroom fighting for his life.
It's not
They
what
didn't
you
put no,
say.
they didn't put no money up. They ain't put no money up for his lawyer. None of that. This dude
It's,
fighting for probably with a public defender. And his parents didn't even wasn't even there. His grandma was there.
it's,
That's what's even more messed up. His parents wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying?
it's
Man.
it's not what you say. It's how you say it. But
And
even
like
though,
I go ahead.
even though, like what you said is completely right. But in that same sense, like you can't talk to everybody like that.
Listen to what I'm
That's
saying.
oh,
Everybody's perspective. That's why I said when I first started, three different perspectives, three different journeys.
they didn't
Jesus
hear it.
couldn't
They're not
reach
gonna hear
everybody.
that.
Jesus couldn't reach everybody.
They're not.
You'll
They're,
never get 100% buying ever, ever.
they're not gonna hear that part. Like
That's fine. That's fine.
that was not
I'm
fine.
not gonna change who I am. I'm gonna be the best person I could be and say it the best way I know how to say it. Now I can't appease everybody. You can't be a people pleaser. You can't please everybody. I get it. I totally understand it. I get it.
I,
I get it.
and I want
Everybody
you,
not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying?
and I want you to understand that too.
Yeah. I never
Like,
said. I always tell you that. I know everybody
no,
not gonna like it.
I know I want you to understand it too. Because even though you're in a different position that you are in now, the younger you, that's what I'm saying. The younger you can't act like it never happened.
I never. I talk about the younger me. Y'all don't talk
Yeah,
about the
but
younger. I talk about the younger me though.
the younger you,
If you listen to my other podcast, when I
and
talk on my
no,
individual, I
I
talk
know
about it.
you know I
Yeah,
listen, but I
yeah,
want you to understand, like
yeah.
I really want you to understand, like when you talking, you don't always have to say it like, "Yo, now I'm successful now."
I never said that.
No, I know you don't say it,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, like, as a person that's in the trenches, that's quote unquote trenches, hood and trenches is two different things. We need to get that understood. The hood and trenches is two different things. I was in the hood. Vision, the trenches is a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Trenches is when you see roaches and shit everywhere. Everywhere. Like, damn, boy, these boy got red roaches. They got red roaches.
The trenches, is when you ride by and they come out on the porch to see who it is. That's when you in
Yeah,
the trenches. That's
who is
when you in the
that? You know
trenches.
what I'm
That's
saying?
when you in the trenches. You know,
Yeah, it's a little different.
we was riding through the trenches the other day with wife when she was like, "Yeah, let's get on up out of here." I was like, "Yeah, I just sometimes you just got to ride through to get that feeling, man." You know what I'm saying? I'm in the trenches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But,
and I
y'all doing
want people to understand, like, everything Mike saying, it ain't wrong.
And I get
Hey,
it. I mean, everybody not gonna agree. I get it.
yeah, but
I mean, it's
what
kind of
I
like McDonald's. It's kind of like McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's, right? Some
Mhm.
people like Wendy's, some people like McDonald's, some people like Burger King, right? It's just whatever you like.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I know, like, man, when it comes to this stuff like this, like I shouldn't, but I do get sensitive about stuff like this because I know, like, I know had I had certain things that that equip me with, okay, don't worry about this, don't worry about that, don't do
Right.
this, do that.
I just talked about that earlier. Yeah, mentorship. If you would have had somebody give you the game,
No,
then when we was younger, man, would have been awesome. I think that would have
man.
been awesome. But we, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm trying to tell these kids, if you don't have it, you have to be even more intentional about what you're doing. When you don't have a
And then
bailout, you don't have a fallback. You have to be
and,
more intentional about what you're doing.
and listen, and that's what I was saying. It's like even with no mentorship, even with no mentorship, even when I got a little bit older in life, the mentorship is very important.
Yes.
Like nobody knew like I played ball when I went to McClellan. Nobody. Man, boy, you just a newbie. You know what I'm saying? But I made a name for myself. That's why people call me Pill. I made a name for myself. Didn't nobody give me that, but the name before this, it didn't mean nothing. But what I'm really trying to say is like what you think you know, you have no idea.
I'm only going off my experience. And from my experience, for me, when I see a lot of dudes drop off, is it's like a race after high school. Like when you get out of high school, like those first 5 or 10 years after high school is so important. The time is so important. What you invest in, your time in, that's the only thing you have. You don't have, most of us don't have money. Most people that went to McClellan, when you graduated high school, you
Boy,
didn't
we
have an
had nothing.
inheritance. You didn't have an inheritance. You weren't from a rich family. The only thing you had was what you invest your time in, and I didn't even realize that. That's why I go back and tell kids that your best asset is your time,
Yeah,
your choices and decisions. That's the best
yeah,
asset you have. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And
Uh,
when you talk that shit, excuse me, when you talk that shit, like once you start talking it, don't speak it from, you know, just that perspective. Once you get to talking it, hey, say your piece, fall back, listen. That's it. Like you can't don't over talk them. Like just sit back and listen.
but
And
what
be
I'm
like,
saying is, this is what I'm saying. After I listen and I'm listening to them, and I see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying direct. I'm not even saying nothing to them. I see
yeah,
how the gaps are
yeah,
like missing. You know what I'm saying? I don't
yeah,
like try to go
yeah,
back and forth. I'm not going to go back and forth with them. No, I'm not doing that at all.
yeah.
All I tell them is free will.
Mm,
You can lead a horse to water, but you
mm,
can't make them drink.
yeah.
Period. Period.
And guess what?
I can't make you make the right choice. That's something that you got to do. You know what I'm
And
saying?
guess what? The whole time, like, you know what? Because it's either listen to this or fall off. I'm gonna watch you fall off.
Hmm,
No,
I
no,
can't.
listen.
Good.
Because this what they think. This is really what they think. Like, damn.
But that's the thing, right? If you go off of that assumption and you don't get that clarified, who fault is that?
The teacher.
How is it the teacher fault? If the teacher's giving you information that makes sense
Because
based on their
because
experience,
once you
you can't make somebody think.
listen, because once you leave, once you leave,
Mm-mm.
once you leave me and we didn't talk, it will be no be like, damn, OG put some fat on my brain. OG really did put some fat on my brain. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people be wanting.
But you gotta learn in order somebody to teach you, you have to be willing to learn too. That's all
They
I'm saying.
already willing to learn. I
Some of them
like
they just listening to argue, man.
no,
That's
they
the debate.
the ones that's willing to listen. You already
Yeah.
gonna see it.
The
Like
ones that
it's
willing to listen, that's what we're trying to reach. And that's what we're trying to reach. That's what I'm telling you. Everybody
The
ain't gonna
one,
be willing to listen and learn. Some people gonna be listening,
the
debate
one,
with you, listening and arguing. I get it. Because I've been there. I
no,
was one of them kind of kids too. I get it.
yeah, the ones that's willing to listen and not argue, them the ones that you gonna see like, oh damn,
Yeah,
okay,
100%.
maybe I can do a little bit better. And having, I probably say like 30 years into this, like it wasn't just after high school with me. Like
I'm
it
saying that's where you can really take advantage, like get
was,
ahead, like jockey for position. It's after you graduate,
you know,
and that's what
that was,
we don't really understand it. Sometimes in the trenches, that's where you really got to invest your time. You know what I'm saying? Like in development, whether like I say, it's school, trade, vocation. You don't have to just be a degree. Anything that's gonna help you get ahead. You know what I'm saying?
and
And just,
and them young boys ever told you like, damn man, I was following you. You know what I'm saying? In any other young boy, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
and then
I'm
but
the biggest advocate for like once you find God,
100%, I'm with you.
you're gonna find your way. You're gonna find your way. Cause I know people probably thinking like, oh, he's a Muslim, he's a, but I'm trying to tell you, like, nah, you really pray about it, and you gotta be willing to accept it. Cause it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna
and you
happen.
also have to accept the standard. When you find God,
Yeah.
you find your way by accepting the standard of God. It's some things that in your head you can't get to until you connect with God. That's my opinion. You know what I'm
And
saying?
once it start happening,
Yeah.
like once it start happening, you're like, damn man, and you really have to cut out so many people. And you're like, damn, I thought
Hmm.
I knew.
Oh yeah.
Testimony Tuesdays, we coming.
So the last one on this is if you make a mistake, you have to redeem yourself for the mental health purposes. Why do I say that? Is when you make a mistake, a lot of times people don't understand because everybody's made different. So everybody make different mistakes. But it seems like your mistake, everybody want to dump on.
Mhm.
And that's why you have to have enough strength to redeem yourself. I messed up. I know where I messed up at. I'm gonna fix that and redeem myself. Repent, turn from it, redeem myself. I'm not worried about the outside noise because a lot of people act like they never made a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's because they haven't been exposed yet. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
I'm
no.
saying that to young boys, you got to redeem yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't, don't wait on nobody because most people won't even understand some of the stuff you've done. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, oh, because if you don't be self accountable, you won't own up to it and redeem yourself. But you feel like that's just what I had to do. I wasn't wrong, and then you can just take yourself down a path of like going in circles. You know what I'm saying?
Like
But yeah,
like what you just said is like what I consider is like it's like a second level type stuff, you know, because people get mad when you react. They get mad when you react and not knowing like, man, hold on. They never paid you. They never did this,
boy,
and they do everything
man.
to try to not only make you look bad,
Mm-hmm.
but it's part of it. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can I can go fully in depth with it because like I don't think this is made for this. Like because brother, it's so much deeper.
Oh
Like
no, I tell you, man, it's the
that's
two-sided thing, right? It's the community. The community will say, why are these kids out here committing violence? Why they not like starting a business? But when they come knock on your door and say, "Can I rake your leaves for $20?" You don't even want to pay them. Like, nah,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have helped kids where I live at. I have helped kids, and they didn't even finish the job, bro. And I still pay them. They ain't even finished the job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if
Still paid him. You know what I'm saying? Like I paid him like one dude, I paid him like $20. I think I paid him like $30, I think, more than what he asked for. And he
like,
started, but he ain't even finished, you know what I'm saying? But he know he can't come back and ask for it now. But I
but
gave him, you know what I'm saying? I try to support, the
yeah,
homies.
yeah, I did the same thing. But guess what? I'm gonna go out there and help him. And guess what son did? When I moved to my new house,
Yeah.
shit, I helped. And I don't even know son last name or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I just helped him.
Yeah.
Cause I threw him some extra money. Cause like, man, the younger me, I could have pulled this whole living room suit and all this.
Yeah.
But it's like that's why I always try to tell people. Like, no, you gotta understand, man, change with the times. Cause the times is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And you gotta know hey man, you gotta know these people. You gotta know.
And you can mess up your credibility too. You gotta understand credibility,
Yeah.
man.
I,
That's a real
man,
thing.
but we've been in this. It's
Hmm?
like 20, 30 years. Like we see this, we see what's going on.
But most people know though they be on some bogus
Yeah,
stuff. They just don't say it though.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, like, I remember when I was trying to do cameras. I was trying to do cameras, man. No lie. I was trying to sell cameras to people, bro. And they would always say, I can go buy some cameras at Sam's for $200 or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Super
I
ain't
would
ready
get that
for
answer
it.
so much. And I realized right then, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't ready for it.
Yeah, they ain't ready for it. They only gonna call you after somebody break into their house. And they probably still not gonna buy it then. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
It's just,
like,
you know, man, but that's just what it is. I just had to accept it for what it was. I mean, I just like whatever, you know. I mean, one dude, they got mad because I told them I'm not fit to get in your attic for $200. They got mad at me, bro. I mean, I
mm,
had the nerve. They had the nerve to get mad. I mean, I was like, "What, man? Y'all crazy." And I'm talking about. This was a house in the trenches, bro. One of
mhm.
those kind of attics, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like everybody think like
Man, boy, I was like, man, y'all crazy, man.
I I
All right,
can
I'll
really
holler at
I,
y'all.
I can really talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know you can. I know because
Yeah,
I tried to cut you off for a little bit. I know a little bit of
yeah.
what you
You
and
know how this shit
yeah,
works.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
When you cutting the
everybody.
grass, boy, they don't even come outside when you cutting the grass, boy.
Nah, it wasn't
You
even
can't even
there.
find them. But miss a weed though, or something in the crack. He
Mm.
come back and hit the crack. Like,
Mm-mm.
what? But you ain't paying.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Cause,
man. I want
cause
you
I
to mess
already
up your good break.
I already been through this.
Oh,
I just
100%.
want I just want to see like was people gonna keep it real? Like,
Yeah.
you know, that be my biggest problem. My biggest problem. My biggest problem is I just be really want to see.
Yeah, for sure. I
Cause,
feel you.
cause, cause money make people change.
No, the
But
thing, it ain't even see me, it ain't even about the money. It be the people that be saying we should support each other. We should help each other. But then when you do stuff like that, cutting grass, you ain't supporting. You saying that you being shiesty. You know what I'm saying?
like I
That's what
said,
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
it
That's what I'm
wasn't
saying.
it wasn't about the money. It's the principle.
It's the principle, yeah. You know what I'm
And
saying? That's that two sided. And it
everything
be
you
the
saying.
people, that stand up. That's what be messed up. Sometimes it be the people that's people in the community they revere as stand up people, but dealing with them on that level, you see the other side of them. You know what I'm saying? You're like, wow, this dude was stand up dude. Why is he?
Uh,
Wow, you know what I'm saying?
no, it wasn't even fake. Like it wasn't even fake. Like
Yeah,
they just stand up people, but it really is like damn. Because when I do this shit and I cut people yard, I want to look like when I cut my own yard.
right. But
Where
they
everybody.
don't value that. Like they don't like you would think they would value that. You know what I'm saying? Or they want that, but they don't want to pay you for it. Like what the value is, right? Because they know, just like groceries go up, the prices of cutting yards gonna go up. It's like they think it should always stay the same, right? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like
guess
gas
what?
can go up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and that was my thing.
You know what I'm saying? It costs
That
more to fill my gas can
no,
up. It costs $30 to fill my gas can up now. You know what I'm
and
saying?
listen, that was my whole thing. Like,
Yeah,
look, I ain't gonna charge nobody extra for what it is, which I could,
right.
but real is real and fake is fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, if I cut your yard for $60 and he told me 75, guess what, man? Hey, we gonna do this every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't care what it is.
Right.
I don't care what it is. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
And that's how I understood, like in the hood, like in the trenches, like as far as income is concerned, how much money do a person really have to make where they can pay 75 and not hurt? Like they can actually like pay it, like they don't even miss it. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't even. It's like a part of their budget. You see what I'm saying? Like certain areas.
that's
When I was
what.
cutting grass in, like somebody giving you $50, it's like they giving you their teeth and their left arm. You know what I'm saying?
And,
And
and
putting on how much whatever they making or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like pulling teeth. You're like $50.
that's and that's why I never cared about it. As long as you keep it real with me, like I
Yeah,
can work with you. Cause I don't
I
need
understand keeping it real. Let me know
no,
when you can. Yeah,
listen, keeping it real, it means a lot more.
right.
Because if I say it the same, if I now we had to get up offline with this shit, but man, if I tell a person this price and you ain't paid me, damn, it's been about a month, 2 months. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay,
exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
But as soon as you say something, well, I had to, well, I just seen you kicking it. You was headed to the Fredo Bang concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
You know,
people
people
forget.
people ask me about they say, hey, if I wanted to build a computer to edit
Mhm.
with, and I was like, dude, you can't just get no Dell computer that the
Yeah.
school use and edit with. It's not gonna work. It won't work. It won't work. You need at least 30 gigs of RAM. At least
Well,
30 gigs of RAM
I'm
just to
thinking
get
100.
started.
I'm
You
thinking
really
100.
need 64 gigs, really to run without your computer freezing up. About 64. 120, you good. That's a
I'm
lot of
thinking
money,
about
man. Just RAM.
104. You know what
Just in
I'm
RAM, you spending probably about
saying?
$300 just in RAM. We ain't got to the hard drive, none of that stuff. And then we start talking about, ooh, that's expensive. But yeah,
Yeah.
guys, we finna get off this thing though, man. We've been on this thing
Yeah.
for hours.
Hey. Yeah.
But let us know in the comments, man, what you think about what we talked about today. We want to change the game. We really want to ramp it up a little bit for the start getting into it. We didn't talk about the trenches enough. We gotta start talking about the corporate side and the tech side.
We thought we about to start talking entrepreneurship.
All that for sure. The real side of it, the stuff that people don't tell you about, right? But all right, guys, we finna get ready to sign out this thing.
1, 2.